Hello, guys. How are you? I'm back. I know. Where have you been, bitch? Okay, so I guess I owe you alls an explanation. I've been busy working. I have a new job. It doesn't involve cosmetics. I hope you notice I have a new camera. I'm really happy with it. I can actually see myself, see if it's recording. The great thing about it is it has like a flip out monitor so I can see myself, my previous camera. I had to like put a mirror behind it so I would see if I was in frame or if it had stopped recording because it would only record 10 minutes at a time. So I had to shut my mouth or keep my mouth shut or not talk too much because I talk too much when I'm nervous. Hello and welcome to my channel, Making Up the Magic. Yes, it's a real channel. So it wouldn't be my channel without all of that. So there you go. In the meantime, I've been doing a lot of 90s looks on myself, experimenting with 90s glamour, and I kind of want to dive in right now. I'm all for it because I was alive back then. I was just so young. I didn't know any of these tricks, and there was no YouTube back then. We're going to start with the eyes because I like to. I'm going to mix my favorite base products, which is MAC Paint Pots. Aren't they lovely? This one is Laying Low, and this one is called Pure White. I mix them for an eye base because you need a base for your eyeshadow, especially when you're doing a lot of detailed work. So I'm going to mix them. And I'm going to prep my basic products. I'll be right back. I've mixed my colors together on this palette. Don't judge. It's my personal palette. So I keep some of the colors. Like there's a nice little contour color right here that I've mixed. And there's some foundation colors here and there. And I'm going to take my base and I'm just going to do one eye because, gosh, who has time to watch two eyes getting done? I'm just gonna paint my eye, smudge it on. What I like about Laying Low as a color, I know when I work at the counter, so I'm just gonna come out. I work at a MAC counter every once in a while, in a blue moon. People buy Painterly. And I'm like, that's so white. That's awful. Sorry, I don't mean to criticize anyone. But I love Laying Low because it's peach. And it really helps to cancel out even some of the darker circles that I have, like dark circles, of course. Everyone's very dramatic about their dark circles. Everyone's like, I have dark circles. Oh my gosh. And you look at them and you're like, no. And I'm not any different. I'm like, sorry, I keep catching myself in the monitor. I have to stop doing that. Yeah, no, I bought some amazing brushes. Okay, we have to just have a look at these. I'm gonna use this palette. Don't judge me. So this is an absolutely amazing brush by Bysyodo. I'm gonna put the number under in the description. I splurged because I got a new job and of course I had to start spending my money, which I don't recommend you do because gosh, no one really needs brushes. But thank God I'm single without any children and therefore I can spend my money however I want to. I don't have that much though, but whatever extra. And I'm going to be extra and use this. I love how I can put something in front of the camera and the whole exposure and white balance doesn't go like to shit. I'm really loving this camera. Okay, so I'm going to use a color. So I'm going to use this lovely mauve color here for a crease. And What I find about these brushes is it was expensive. But I think it does all the work for you. I'm just going to use that for my crease. Oh, look at that. And also, it's a really good eyeshadow. So, and also I can see live what my makeup is doing. Wow, this is amazing. So I'm gonna just put this like this in the crease, and it kind of does the blending for me. And I'm just gonna blend it into the brow because I have a lot of space here, and it just looks nicer when I connect it there. Maybe for you, that's not gonna work, but it works for me. I'm just gonna bring some of that onto my lid. Just here to start shading it. If you have money to throw away on brushes and blushes, yeah, go ahead. Knock your socks out. It's worth every dollar. I guess pennies aren't worth the same anymore. I have this lovely Scott Barnes palette that I bought a while back. Oh my God, is the camera flipping? This camera flips. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna have to flip it in, gosh darn, things you realize when you're doing this. Okay, so I'm taking this lovely color here. Oopsie. So I'm blending these two to make a nice transition color to blend that crease, yeah, into the bone. And don't worry if there's no highlight, because you can bring it back with just about anything. And now I'm going to go into a lovely black pencil. This is a MAC one called Extreme Black. It was a limited edition collection. The summer, the Nocturna collection. If you got it, congratulations. It's a long wear kohl pencil. And it is amazing. So I'm tight lining. Ooh, I love tight lining. Looks amazing. I'm just going to use this in the lash line because it is long wear and it is going to set eventually. And for the lid, I'm going to be using Smolder. So don't worry, it's not going to be all MAC. So I'm going to make a shape. And since I know my eye really well, this works because I have I have a lot of mobile lid space. So it's kind of an eyeliner. Look, I've been doing this shape for a while now, so I can do it with my eyes closed. It's a very kind of 1960s flick because the 90s were very much Scott Barnes. No, it's Sen Rab. Oh my gosh. Sen Rab. I can't believe it's flipping everything. Oh, girl. So I'm using Smolder because we're going to be blending and this doesn't set. And there's a reason why I don't want it to set, because it's going to be that delicious, soft, smoky, sensual 90s look that we're all kind of here for. I want to stick to this palette because I bought this shit and it is hella expensive. Look at those colors. I'm gonna mix these two, this one and this one. Iconic and Beauty Shot. I'm using this lovely Sonia G brush. Come on, focus. There you go. Sonia G. Flat blending brush, because I want to keep in the shape. Actually, you know, I forget that I have this brush, and this brush is really amazing. So I'm gonna go back in this one, because if you look at the shape, where is it now? Okay, so if you look at the shapes, this one here is way wider and less precise, so it's really gonna give the that kind of control, that not control, smudginess that I want, because it's gonna be able just to go over and keep that elongated shape. And that's why you need a brush like this, because it really does do miracles. And I'm so happy I splurged. So I'm mixing those two colors. I'm just going to apply on top, because I have that base that's kind of matte. You see, it just does the job for me. It's incredible. I'm so lazy. I'm letting the brushes do the job. I'm just going to really smoke this. There you go. Just going to wipe the brush on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go into this white shade here, because in the 90s we loved white. I don't know why I say we, because I wasn't doing makeup in the 90s. Again, I'm going to use this brush. I'm just going to put it between the crease. I'm just going to blend those layers together. I'm just kind of improvising. If I'm going to be honest, I'm going to mix it between the white, that beige color, ghosty, and slip dress. That's so 90s. Just going to blend this part here. Oh my gosh. So there you go, that harsh liner kind of disappeared. And we're getting that sort of feline look. I'm going to go into another flat brush. The Refer number 2. I'm going to grab some of that black in the palette and some of the brown, iconic. I like to mix black and brown when I'm doing these sorts of looks, because it just softens the black, and I'm just going to go over it, kind of blend it. Oh my gosh, this became so intense. Going to take that into the crease over that lilac color. Oh my gosh, I'm really going all out. I don't know what's taking me. Ooh, that's really dramatic. Okay, so now I'm going to take a flat brush like this, and I'm going to go into this palette here, which is a discontinued palette from a while back. And there's a beautiful peach shade here. It's almost like a concealer shade, corrector shade. And I'm going to plop it right on top, just to brighten everything. I'm just going to brighten this part here, just to bring back some skin tone so it's not so gray. I'm going to go back with this lovely Bysyodo brush into Beauty Shots, which is like the pale beige. I'm just going to reblend that edge here. now it's kind of a bit of a blob. I'm going to be using a black liner. This is a matte liner. It's discontinued. I love it. There's plenty of black liners you can use. I'm going to take a generous brush because I want to make a very big shape. But I'm going to make again, I'm just going to redo that shape. And that's the secret to like a really smoky look. You just kind of layer everything. I'm going to use, and because there's a lot of black already blended, I'm going to redo a little bit of that shape, but not as big. Like that. I'm going to flick it. Now, you don't want to use something that's shiny. You really want a black that's matte. And I like this because it kind of smudges with the brush, so it's not too precise. I really like it. Now I'm going to finish blending my crease with this Refer 13 brush. I love it. I kind of needs a little bit of loose powder. Just going to put some loose powder. Okay, and continue blending it. I want something cool toned, so I'm going to go back into that lilac color from the Pat McGrath palette. And I'm just going to blend very delicately. What if I zoomed in? So, I'm just going to blend. I'm just going to blend everything. Again with that lilac color. I'm going to use again a little bit of that loose powder. Go back in. And whatever's left on the brush, I like to put it in my non-existing brows. Because really, what's the point? I'm going to do a little bit of my eyebrows with this really lovely ash brown pencil that I found at an African beauty hair salon. And it's just the perfect color. And it was really cheap. I'm just going to do like a skinny round arch. Like that. There you go. So used to doing my makeup now that it takes almost no time. Okay, so I'm liking this. Maybe here the edge. Just gonna go with that base. Just gonna fix a little bit of that. I think I can do the eyebrows just a bit stronger. I'm gonna use Graige by MAC because I don't want my eyebrows to be too strong either, but I want them to have something. Graige is the lip liner, but it's okay because it's a contour color. So any kind of contour color is perfect to do your eyebrows. Like that. I'm gonna go back into my base color, not base, eyeshadow base. I'm just gonna carve the crease, just blending it like this. And make sure you see it. I'm just blending everything on top of that with that eyeshadow base. So I am back and I did both eyes. You can see a little bit better the detail work because this one was in the shade. was giving us shade. And as you can see, the detail, the look, the cuntiness, the snatchness of it all. I'm really happy with this look. Now you can still see a bit of the brown because I did use a brown to, I guess, what would be the word, to blend the black. And it's really important, either you use brown or you can use gray. Like if you can't just blend black into a mid-tone color or a transition color. You really need a graduated step when you're doing something very black and very intense. And I did fill in the shadow here, so it swoops and does that. Don't worry, I'm gonna do this many other times because I love this look because it looks good on me. And sorry, I had to brag. But I love this look and I'm gonna do it, and I'm just getting used to this new process and the new camera. So I'm gonna do my regular shit, and I wish I could say there was a video about my regular shit. I don't think there is, but I've got like this basic thing that I like to do when I'm doing my base. Talk about repetition. I've been really loving this blush from Saint Laurent, and it's called, what is it called again? Oh my gosh, I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Usually I use a peach corrector, which is a Ben Nye corrector, but I'm really liking this tone because it's a little bit pinkier. Oh, I'm just gonna clean up any fallout. There wasn't actually a lot of fallout from the brushes that I used and the products that I used. So I'm really, really happy with that. I'm gonna get my concealer brush, which is actually a lip brush, and I'm just gonna blend this here because I want to brighten. And when you're doing very dark eyes, you want to make sure that it's bright. The other reason I like using this blush, because it's not as pigmented and I don't need as much color correction under my eyes as I used to, because I used to be really, really tired. And also if you have iron deficiencies, you can have darker under eye circles. So this usually will be enough. And I'm actually gonna put some here. And if you're noticing, I've got a flush going on because I get excited. That's not blush, that's just my skin having a moment. So I like to put this here. It's part of my everyday kind of routine. But I can use that monitor to do makeup on me. I don't need to look in the mirror anymore. Oh, the fun of having a monitor. Okay. So now that the color correction is on, I'm going to go with a really, oopsie. So now that the color corrector is on, I'm going to go with a really light blush from NARS. This is their lightest color because I really want that 90s look. And I'm going to put some here just to highlight there. And this is all going to be under the foundation, so we're under painting, so no problem. Oopsie, have to be careful. That's why I like to use let's use the monitor. It's so much better than looking in a mirror. Oh, I understand now. I'm just going to need a mirror for that part here. So, okay, so it is a bit pale. So I'm going to go back with the peach. So usually I use this with a darker concealer. And it works better, so I guess maybe for something really whiter, Just gonna take my finger to blend this in. This is like hella white on me. Yeah, that's the secret when you want a paler under eye. If you like that really pale under eye look when you're doing smoky eyes like I'm doing, but you're just putting like spackle. I need to see what I'm doing. So if it's looking like white spackle, you need to put some of this peach color. It can be a blush, it could be an eyeshadow, just anything. And I'm gonna go in here very gently just to create more dimension. I'm not plastering it all over the lid, but I'm just sneaking it in, and just to create like a touch of dimension. I'm blending everything with my finger. Okay. My God, I don't need blush. So I've got the concealer going. I've got that paleness, and because my under eye tends to pull everything bluer than it is, I'm gonna go with this blush from Mitchell, which is called, I think, Mango, something Mango. Yeah, something Mango. Whenever I'm doing a cool tone under my eye, I like to put this, or anything dark, because you want some underpainting to anything dark. Like the masters, if you know anything about painting, they would start with a brown underpainting. That way it would give everything a lot of life. Especially back then, the classical period, they would paint with a lot of grays and browns for some reason. So I'm really liking this. And now I'm going to go with the Kohl pencil by MAC. That's long wear. If you didn't get it, I'm so sad for you. I'm just going to put it under. Because back in the 90s, we did, like, we were intense. Just gonna connect here. I'm gonna take this lovely lip brush. What I like about it, it's the end. The bit there is very fluffy. And I'm going to mix between the dark brown and the dark black from that Scott Barnes palette. And I'm going to smoke, again, everything out here. Like we're really going all black. And what I like about this is the end is fluffy, but it's flat. So you can really make lines. Today is all about flat brushes to make those. Oh my God, this smudged. So no worries. I think the blush is very creamy. I'm just gonna connect this. I'm just gonna take a little cotton bud, clean it up. Now you're probably thinking that orange didn't do anything, did it? But it really is softening everything around. And if you wanted to bring the look down, you can actually even bring it lower. So you can actually smoke it out more. But today, because we're doing a very 90s look, more traditional, I'm not bringing it down because I'm going to use a bit of like a taupey color just to bring this down like that. Just like that. Let's blend it out. Blend. I like seeing what I'm doing. There you go. I mean, I could stop here because I don't always like to wear foundation. And my blush is so good. But I'm still going to put on just a wee bit of something. And so they say never. But the combination of these two products, to me, is like amazing. Like I've always been a cream baby, and I've always mixed my own colors because I have very pale olive skin, and it's really, really hard to find colors that suit me. So if you're pale and olive, and I know on YouTube a lot of people have been talking about this. Now this Patrick Olive number, I think it's 13, is dark. I'm going to take this lovely lip brush. What I like about it is the end. The bit there is very fluffy. And I'm going to mix between the dark brown and the dark black from that Scott Barnes palette. And I'm going to smoke, again, everything out here. Like we're really going all black. And what I like about this is the end is fluffy, but it's flat. So you can really make lines. Today is all about flat brushes to make those. Oh my god, this smudged. I mix the two because it gives me my perfect color. No worries. I don't have to mix, because mixing. The blush is very creamy. Is annoying, especially when I'm just gonna connect. Like, I don't mind mixing this for someone that I'm doing their makeup because I really want to get the color right. But if I have to mix my own goddamn colors every effing day, just kill me now, And I used to be really a purist, like, oh, we're gonna, no liquid. Liquids are awful. So I'm just gonna apply this. It's gonna be a little bit dark. Just a wee bit dark. Just gonna apply this. I'm going for a pale complexion. Oh yeah, look at that. Full coverage. Ooh, amazing. I really love the double wear. I got this in a PR package a long time ago when I was working at a magazine. And back then I was very, no makeup baby. Like, no, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to be, I don't want to fool anyone. I just want to be natural and pretty. I know I got, like, who cares? Natural and pretty. Like, what's the point of wearing makeup? Want to be natural and pretty, honey? Sorry. I know there's a lot of people out there who like to look natural and pretty. No offense. It's makeup. We can do anything we want. It's amazing, isn't it? I don't really put on more than that, but I love my flush today. I just love how flushed I am. I think I'm just going to put a bit more here. I know this isn't a real 90s makeup skin tutorial. I'm going to keep that for another day because that's like, honey, that's like a video on its own. 90s skin. And I've been working since I got my little session with Kevin pointing me the way. I have really, really, really enjoyed perfecting my 90s techniques. So I'm going to use something very unorthodox because makeup is all about creativity and color. I was gifted this by someone, a fellow coworker at MAC, Stone, and it's actually a great contour color. I love Stone. And it's not as annoying as in the lip pencil format. I'm just going to bring it here because it looks good on me. It shapes my cheeks. Look at that contour. Just going to blend it. It's kind of a bronzer color. gonna carve my jaw. Look at that. I put some on my forehead. Right here. I like to slapdash because I like it when you can see the makeup. I want you to see the makeup. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? I don't really care. I'm just making fun. Oh, I love this blush. I'm gonna have to like make a version of this. And I could carve my brows with a bit of the foundation just because they're a bit fluffy. I'm gonna carve some of the brow with foundation. I'm not gonna use concealer because that's wicked on my poor mature face. It'd be way too wicked. I'm going to create a little highlight here, right under the brow. I'm actually going to use shimmer from this palette. It's called Plain White Tea right here. I'm just going to slap it right under the brow like that. So 90s. Slap it here. Wait, I'm going to get in closer. Slap it there. And we're going to put some in the inner corners here. Because I like a good icy inner corner. When you have ashy, intense. Ooh. I don't even have to make a blush today. It's good to be flushed. Okay. We're going to finish it with Grayish. I love this color. Sorry, I'm going to get my smaller palette. I'm going to Grayish. I love Grayish. Now, my lips are very flat to my face. As you can see, they're not pushing forward. So I don't like to contour around my mouth. It doesn't look good. With brown. I've actually tried it with some red. Looks really good. But the only place that I can cheat is right here. There's like a dip. Oh, can you see it? Yeah, you can see it better. There's like, it just goes up like this. So I'm not going to put it right here. I'm going to put it right above. Like that. And I'm going to blend that in. It's the only way this shit looks good on me. I'm going to contour my mouth. This grayish color. Ooh. I love that. I'm going to also add a reddish tone to it. This is Burgundy by MAC. I'm sorry, MAC make the best lip pencils. I'll add a bit of burgundy to it, just here and there. Because I find it just makes it easier and more natural looking. And just the lip liner, kind of brownie, like a brownie red color. Now you can do anything you want with this. I'm gonna try this brownie color. It's discontinued. It's called Sensual Sparks. I love it. And I'm going to take just a bit of concealer and we're going to really apply it very delicately to the center of the mouth like that, just a touch. And this is a very creamy lipstick, so I wouldn't recommend doing this with a matte lipstick. Just gonna get bed whole mouth. Because essentially we're blending beiges, okay? I love it. I'm just gonna... Now the mouths were really, what do you call it, sharp. I just looked at a bunch of videos. So I'm gonna go for stone. And we're gonna finish just a touch of stone over all of this. I know it's extra. Okay, I'm looking at the monitor. I can see what's happening. I think it needs just a touch pale. And I know exactly what we need for that. I have some lip erase in cool medium. Just gonna scoop some out. So I'm gonna scoop some out. I'm gonna use my lip brush slash concealer brush. I'm gonna apply just a touch of that. To the center. And I'm not hitting, I don't want to hit the edges because I want to keep the liner. So I'm just putting it, I think I'm going to use this. Oh, this is hilarious. And we need some gloss. Some real serious gloss. I'm going to use, so this is Danessa Myricks Color Fix Glaze. MAC also has a really good lip gloss. Just because it just looks better with gloss. I'm sorry, matte lips look horrid when they're beige. There you go. I kind of love doing these close-ups. Yes. I'm gonna use this as a highlighter. Like I said, today we're not going to be doing 90s skin. That's like a whole process in itself. I'm going to put on some mascara. My favorite. MAC Extended Gigalash. You're not even going to see it because forget about it. That liner's like everywhere. If you really want a 90s look, you can set all of this with powder. But I kind of don't want. I'm just going to use the lipstick. Because here there's like a very white patch. Just going to fill it in. Bit of this lipstick. It's kind of like a bronzing color. The foundation's really pale. Oh, there you go. I'm just curious to see what the footage of the camera looks like, and with this minimal lighting, if it looks good, the sound, all of those things. I can't wait to see, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to be back with a 90s skin tutorial. I have to really plan that one out because I'm a slapdasher and an improviser, and it's not going to look very interesting to look at if I'm slapdashing. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy this look. I mean, come on. Isn't it good? Love it.